You don't play for the rat. Place your wet clothes on my heart. Girl, you look good, take time. Me love when you wine go down. Confident shows when you roll like twine. Like in old time days. Woman sweet and the music nice and it's rubber dub, rubber dub dub, rubber dub. Like in old time days. People dancing, vibes on vibes in here. Rubber dub, rubber dub dub, rubber dub dub dub. Big people whining, girl, down inside of this dance. I tell you, rub up on it, hey, rub up. When I hit the wind up thing, girl, then we go slow dancing. I tell you just, rub up on it, rub up on it. Like in old time days, woman sweet and the music nice and it's rubber dub, rubber dub dub, rubber dub. Like in old time days, people dancing, vibes on vibes in here. Rubber dub, rubber dub dub, rubber dub dub. Big people whining, girl, down inside of this dance. I tell you, rub up on it, hey, rub up. When I hit the wind up thing, girl, then we go slow dancing. I tell you just, rub up on it, rub up on it. Who are things I go fake? Down inside of this dance, I tell you, rub up. Who are dreaming, okay? Girl, then we go slow dancing. I tell you just, rub up on it, rub up on it. DXCP. Do you remember those times back in the days when party used to nice? Like in old time days, woman sweet and the music nice and it's rubber dub dub, rubber dub. Like in old time days, people dancing, vibes on vibes in here. Rubber dub dub, rubber dub dub. Big people whining, girl, down inside of this dance. I tell you, rub up on it, hey, rub up. When I hit the wind up thing, girl, then we go slow dancing. I tell you just, rub up on it, rub up on it. Who are vex above it? Don't stop, wine out the straight. Rated X in this age. Your attitude make me want beg your feet. The liquor done gone to the head. Active, one is bare. Practice, and we know what's next. Bad gal pay, that bad day, copper. Wow, like it wine and bend over. Place with the bumper. Pull in the thunder. Jamming. Bamba dam boy. With them bamba dam, eh. Bamba dam boy, Lord. Hello, Mr. Officer. Calling to report a matter. This girl in the party arena seems she don't have no behavior. When the young girl whine and bend over, she mash up the place with the bumper. It's a scene when she roll in the thunder. That must mean danger. Gather the forces. Gather the forces. Bring everything and no sleep. Gather the forces. And when you gather the forces now, gather the forces. Cause every time the bumper turn wrong, and I think that he done, the wine can't.
All right. Good night, everybody. If you're now tuning in, this is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. You're watching Watch Chubble on GMGT. Last guest we had from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which was Dimes from DXDP. Tonight we have a gentleman from Grenada that has blessed us with his presence. So I'm going to give him his brief intro. And if at any given point there's a mistake, you stop me. I tell all my guests the same thing. And I want you to know this is not an interview. This is a whole conversation. Okay, so don't ever feel away. Put your mic on so you're good to go, okay?
Yeah, we good to go, man.
All right, so I hope I don't butcher this, but you stop me, okay? So Ren Roy.
You started butchering already?
Oh God! I'm just gonna skip that last part. Better known as Blaka Dan, is a Grenadian-born soca artist who grew up in Chaguanas, Enterprise, Trinidad. Known for his infectious energy, powerful storytelling, and in-depth lyrical messaging, he turned a childhood fascination with music and sparked by the legendary Blazer Dan from his own community into a career. His breakout tracks like $3 Bread and Whole Day We Jammin' showcase his gift for songwriting, a craft he's deeply passionate about. After returning to Grenada at age 17, Blaka Dan carved out his lane, championing groovy in a jab world, champion groovy into a jab world, and proving and determining to make his mark. This year, his hit song "Blessing" became a carnival anthem in not only Grenada, well, eventually the Grenada, but yeah, Trinidad and Tobago, and throughout all carnivals, earning him the inaugural Ultimate Soca Champion title, which awarded him $1 million in prize money, 1 million TT. He also added Best New Artist at the Caribbean American Music Awards to his growing list of accolades. Humble and a little shy by nature, in my opinion, but powerful when he touches the stage. It's an honor to welcome Blaka Dan to the Watch Trouble table.
I find you spot on.
Thank you.
The only thing you put Chaguanas before Enterprise.
Okay, see, I didn't know. I was getting confused. I was listening to all these different. I was like, so what is it? Is it Enterprise or Chaguana?
Enterprise.
Okay.
Enterprise Chaguanas.
Okay, Enterprise Chaguana. Got you. Thank you. I tried.
Yeah, man.
I tried. Okay.
I grew up in Grenada, St. George's.
You understand? That would make sense, right?
My bad. So I want to know top 3 things you want people to remember you by before you leave this interview today.
What I need people to remember me by would be the fact that I'm a youth that believes in himself, that never moved away from God's gift that was bestowed upon me. And I work really hard to be where I'm at, and nothing was handed to me, you know. And I would encourage everybody to follow the dreams. And yeah, so I would want people to know that, you know, where I'm at today is just based on self-belief, putting God first, and you know, sticking to it. So that is one. I know I say a lot to say one. The next thing I'd want people to remember about me is that having a genuine love within you, going and surpass anything that anybody would try to put across you negatively. It wouldn't impact you if you move in an energy of love. And no matter what life throws at you, once you move with that energy, through that energy, you're going to be where I'm at today. A very happy soldier that is contented with where I'm at and never grudge nobody for what them have, and truly believe that what is for me would be for me. And that is the next thing I'd want people to know about me, that I operate from a place I love all the time. Even if I may come across, mightn't be the best way interpretation to somebody else. But for me personally, that is where I love to operate from. I don't harbor nothing, you understand? And I hold nobody in my heart, you know? So I'm somebody that just let go of things that I can control.
Respect as you. I appreciate that.
What's the third thing going to be by?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. the third thing will be to when you find genuine people, you know, hold them close, hold them dear, because they come in dimes and dozens, and that is what I have done. Anytime I come across people, my circle is very small. I'm very hard to let people in to my based on, you know, experiences. And you know, when you meet people that genuinely have your interest at heart, you know, hold them there and keep them there, because that is who you're gonna need if anything ever pierces through the love that you operate from. If anything ever pierces through that, you're gonna have people around you that really seek your interest and have your betterment at heart, and you know, hold people there. So just remember that I have genuine people around me. I operate from a place I love, and I work hard.
That's a lot. That's a lot, and I'll remember that for sure. And I'm glad you touched on something that I really observed from the interviews that I watched, because I did some research beforehand. Nice. So you mentioned, you know, being cautious, and that's the vibe that I got throughout a lot of your interviews, you know, and we'll get into that further in the conversation. But right now, I want to get into this or that. Are you familiar with this or that is?
Nah, I'm familiar. But already.
All right. So this or that is the birth child of Watch Trouble. It is DJ Dazzle's baby. It's basically a simple game that we ask a series of questions. We'll make it real short because I have a lot of questions I want to get into with you as well. So basically we ask, for example, iPhone or Android. You may say Apple, iPhone, and then I'll ask why. Okay. All right. So in this case, Apple or Android.
I have Apple, but I prefer Android.
I like you already.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Horn or faithful?
Repeat that? I don't feel that here, right?
Horn or faithful?
Boy. In what regard?
That's the beauty with Watch Trouble is whatever you want it to be. So horn or faithful?
In music, I would say horn is more interesting.
Okay.
Faithful, the negative girls seem to get more highlight, in music. But on a whole, faithful.
All right. I like that was a real smart way of doing it.
There's no wrong way to do it, Chandy.
No.
What are you trying to say? There's no wrong way to do it.
He went around it real good. Writing music or performing?
Boy, I love to write music, boy. And I love to perform. No, that is a tough one. I feel the creative process for me is bigger. The creative process is bigger than writing.
Okay, I agree. Intimate performance or large stage?
Intimate.
I kind of get that groove from you. Why intimate?
So I love intimate setting as you could engage better. On a bigger stage, you have to utilize the stage more. So meaning it's harder to connect. I think I'm very good at both, but I honestly prefer intimate gatherings. Like we just did Delaware, and the stage was real low to the ground, and everybody could just be right close to me. Understand? I could just walk down and I in the crowd, So I just honestly prefer that you get a better connection, you get a better reaction from people. The fact that they could just reach out and touch you, I would advise anybody, like if they could, and honestly, I understand for the big events, but when they know they have a smaller event, the lower they can make the stage more compact in regards to the performer and the people in a small setting, you get a better reaction.
I like that. Instagram or TikTok?
Well, I have I prefer Instagram for photos and one other thing, but most of my engagements comes through TikTok.
Okay.
So it's either. But me personally, I prefer Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, but TikTok is where I engage mostly.
I think it's easier to get a crowd with TikTok.
Yeah,
Instagram it's too much algorithm. It's a lot of fight down.
Yeah, like TikTok is just like, put your thing there, let people watch it now, man.
That's
they bring back your old content. It's like with Instagram when you post something new, and it just debunks everything that was posted earlier. Like post you would have for a couple months back, it's gone entirely on Instagram. It never comes back, just float back around, right? But TikTok, I see again likes on posts that I post. The first thing I posted on TikTok, I see again likes on that still. Wow. So it keeps regenerating. It keeps coming back. So that's what I like about TikTok. The algorithm is just a freeness,
I have one question before I hand back the set over to the rightful DJ here. As a Grenadian and as a man representing for Guelph Town, my this or that is Guelph Town or St. George's? It will always have to be Guelph.
Yeah.
Say less, brother.
He's like, that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, it always have to be Guelph. But I is just not necessarily just a Guelph man. I'm a St. John man. I'm from Lower Down, Marigot. Yeah. But if the choice is directly Guelph and St. George's, I will have to go with Guelph. But if it's a parish, it will be St. John.
Say less, brother. Originally from Grand Road.
Yeah. I saw Marigot, man. You're right down the road.
Right down the road. So big up, man. My brother. Out.
Man.
You know I ain't from Grenada, but I'll go with the storyline though.
All right.
So Trinidad or Grenada?
I really honestly cannot choose. I cannot choose because Trinidad is where the inception was made for Blaka Dan. Is where I knew that I wanted to do music. You know, is where I grew up. Is where I got all my schooling. Is where I met, you know, met the likes of Blazer Dan and all these people that, you know, did music and so on. And, you know, I left Trinidad at age 17 to see my dad for the first time in Grenada. And when I reached across there, mind you, I have never performed in Trinidad though. The inception was there for music, but when I went to Grenada is when I really head towards what I wanted to be. You know, in Trinidad, I could honestly say, based on my own experience, not anybody else's, my own experience, I would have, you know, started to go down a bad path, started to go down a wrong road, you know. But I could say for where I'm at today, if it wasn't for Trinidad, I might have never known that I wanted to do music, you know. So when I went to Grenada, it set me on point in regards to, okay, this is what I actually want to do. It had like less things going on. It was a slow place, you know. So I was able to concentrate, you know, and focus and thing. And it's where I learned to perform as well in Grenada, you know. So I took what all I learned from Trinidad, learned to perform in Grenada, learned to write songs better, and I took a bit of their culture, Grenada culture, and it's what made Blaka Dan. Like, I have melodies, I am a melodic fella, and then I add storytelling. I got that from Grenada, you know, and then I meshed the two and I became me, you know. So if you ask me to choose, I honestly cannot choose, because when I learned to perform in Grenada, I can't say I was Grenada's favorite artist. I cannot say that, you understand, because you remember their culture is jab, and while I was singing, I inject groovy. I was one of the persons championing groovy. There's a few groovy artists as well that champions it, like the Short Prey, you know, the Sheldon Douglas. There's artists that champion it as well. But to pierce through, that is all I do. You understand? I just on groovy hard, you know, and I was able to get through with the thing. But I was not. I can say I was their favorite artist. I wasn't at the tippy top. The jab music, the thing will always get looked to. I'll always get looked over in that regard, you know. So being that I learned to perform there, I want another thing, and you know, I had the both worlds injected in me. When I went back to Trinidad now, is where it was like them sent me to the world. You understand? So I can't choose. It's like I's best of both worlds. I am just as much Trinidadian as I am Grenadian, because I learn from my mom's still in Trinidad.
I won't do it. We usually tell people they have to make a choice, but I won't. You gave a compelling argument.
I cannot choose.
He gave a compelling argument.
I am just as much Trinidadian as I am Grenadian. I am just as much Grenadian as I am Trinidadian, because it's what made me. It's who I am. That cannot be taken away from me. You know, that the fact that I grew up at Trini and I grew up a Grenadian just as much, because it's the same amount of years I stayed in Trinidad, it's the same amount of years I went and stayed in Grenada. You understand? Literally. Don't ask me how old I is.
No, I'm not. I was trying to calculate it. Real talk from since.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bertil in the audience asks, River Lime or Waterfalls? Where would you prefer? River Lime or Waterfall Lime? Or, yeah.
That is not the same thing?
Not really. Well,
Touché.
Yeah. So we'll say River Lime or Beach Lime?
River.
River?
Yeah.
What's your favorite river?
There's this river in going up for St. Andrews in Birch Grove. That it's in Birch Grove. I don't know the name of the river, but I drive up there all the time. I like intimacy. I like to just be by myself, really, you know. And that is where I frequent. Over the beach, you know, the beach is everybody all the time, you know. Yeah. So I would go in the river and take the cold bath. When you just touch the water, it is real cool. But after, when your body get used to it,
feel good.
It's very refreshing. You know, they always say when you're younger, once you go in the river, your mother doesn't know. You know, it just show up on your skin.
Soca goddess said, wash your foot, terror. If that rings a bell. Yeah. So then Bertil asked, instant fame or lifetime longevity? Which one would you prefer?
The longevity part. The longevity part, because for the style of music I do, people always turn and say that my music would last forever, and it's very important to me that is what, because I could sing juke and jam, I could sing jump and wave, I could do it, You know, I think it's one of the most easiest thing to do. But I always go for storylines, go for things that's compelling to people that people could relate to. Take time and go into a penmanship. You know, and that is Trinidad again. That is something I was very good at compositions. You know, and it's like storytelling and whatnot thing. I think it has more longevity in it. It has more relatability. You know, even if it's a jokey story. You know, the sparrows and thing never eat a white meat yet and all these things that could never die. You understand? So that is why I always aspire to be for the longevity.
So I'm not sure where we are in this or that, but I'll ask my favorite
The very
question
end.
to any artist that walks in. The ability to go 5 years in the past or the ability to go 5 years in the future?
That tough one, boy. Well, I get is the standard thing.
I create
He
it.
made it.
yeah, boy, that tough one. That tough one. I honestly would go in the past.
Really?
Yeah, I would do 5 years in the past.
What would you say?
I would do 5 years because I mean, like, I go through a lot, boy. You understand? Yeah, I go through a lot. So I would have make different decisions in regards to especially women.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, my heart break up in all kind of pieces, you know. I tell you, I'm mending it still. But, you know, yeah, boy. Especially in regards to relationships, making better choices.
Aye.
You know? Yeah.
Peel our oil down. That's what Berta asked.
Peel our oil down. Yeah, that hard one, boy. What better to say roti or oil long, so I will still go with oil long. Because, but if I only say roti, I'll go with roti. So oil long.
Got you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite oil down?
I love the seafood oil long. I love seafood bar.
I can respect you with that.
Yeah.
So you
I love
lose me when you
seafood
put
bar.
the pork and all that. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
eat
yeah,
pork,
yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah, but you can still have pork in it. So,
Nah.
So we disagree on that.
Do you cook, by the way, or no? You cook? Okay.
Listen.
Do you prefer to cook or you prefer to have somebody cooking for you?
I prefer to have somebody cooking for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Say
I
less.
spoil bad.
I
You
hear
know, I like
you.
to be pampered.
I hear you. Anybody else want to add one more this or that, and then we're locking it off and continuing our conversation?
I don't know if certain questions asked already, so.
Yeah,
safe?
you are safe. Yes.
Alright. Rivers or Clark's Court?
None boy, two of them bad. Two of them bad. Last night, what we drink last night? We drink Woodman last night, boy.
What is that?
Yeah, you know what Woodman?
It's another
No.
rum from Grenada.
I've never
Woodman
heard
is a
of it.
Bondi rum.
Okay.
If your boyfriend like you, he ain't go drink that rum, yeah.
Oh shucks. Wow. Wow.
That's
Say less.
you have to drink that for people you don't like.
Don't tell she that, you know. Chandy is the type of person that go slip that in somebody.
but one Woodman rum coming up.
Wow. For sure. Now I learned something tonight.
Yeah. Woodman. We had a video shoot last night and Woodman was the drink of the night. You know, we had all kind of Hennessy and all kind of thing, but Woodman star boy.
I'm gonna ask this question. Soca Goddess, which is worse, Woodman or Sunset? I'm gonna let her
Sunset
answer.
is the worst
Sunset
thing.
is the worst thing, period.
Sunset is the worst thing. I don't even feel man created that. I feel I was created from the pits of hell. Hot.
Oh my God.
Sunset different, my.
I would say Sunset is more in comparison with like a white oak. It's not the
Nah.
strongest rum, but it's a smooth rum.
I want a
to-
shot of it. Let me see how it tastes.
Sunset is something when you put it in your mouth, it disappears.
Yeah.
It vaporizes.
But I love it though.
You like Sunset?
I love Sunset. When I'm in Vinci,
Well,
that's what I
you
drink.
gonna like old man.
Okay.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
like
try
that?
it. I'm gonna
bad?
try it. I'm gonna try it.
Sunset. The first person that gave me that was Fireman Hooper.
Agreed, Soca Goddess.
Where we was? Where was when we get the first? When I get it, we was in
Hooper?
BVI
Yeah.
in Virgin Gorda, and this man catch me on tape making the most girlish ball.
Yeah.
The most girlish ball. I ball. I scream when I drink that. I said
Really?
this This wasn't made by humans, by how
But you
that
had
thing
it
in a
shot
bottle?
by itself, though. You know, okay, back in the day, I tried it with an actual plastic cup and watched the plastic cup melt.
Yeah, so.
But they don't make it. It doesn't seem like they make it that strong anymore because I put it in plastic cups
It
and it's
don't
not melting.
seem the messages make the cup on them
Yeah,
stronger.
the strong and the motto, it comes on the motto of disease.
Probably.
Sunset will still make anybody take off all their clothes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it
it's hot,
does.
but
It
it's
does.
hot.
It does. It does. It
Vaporizes.
It does.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Well, you survived this or that. I just want to say that now. So how do you feel?
I feel like it's a very good thing on how going on here.
I like to hear that.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna go into your musical journey now. But before we do that, I want to establish something here, right? This is a quick story time. Nothing negative, right? So last year, I think either you or somebody from your camp was in last dirty for NTP, right? Tapped my shoulder to play a song. They said, "Can you please play this song for me?" Remember?
Yeah, I remember
Right.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first time I met you.
Yeah.
And when I heard the song, I was just like, I looked at Nappy. Nappy looked at me, and I'm like, yo, we pressed for time. We ain't got time for this. But you know what? I'm going to give it a try. So I looked at the DJ, and I said, here, play it. We both agreed. And when the song played, I said, oh, my God, I know this song. And I loved I loved the song. I just didn't know it was you. And I didn't know that was the song you were bringing. So
Yeah.
that's my story time moment. And then to know the song was called Blessing and to watch Blessing take off.
Yeah.
When I saw you perform it in Trinidad, I was like, I know that guy. I know that guy.
If you get the part, I stand up in the background saying, idiot.
But for me, it was just that connection in that moment. And to know, even in that party, you were still very quiet, very reserved. It wasn't like a energetic, yo, play my song. None of that. It was, you came up very nicely, very, I wouldn't say, very respectfully. And you came over. And that is the memory I will always have in my heart and in my head. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah,
story.
yeah. I recall that. I remember we wanted somewhere to go and we heard about the NTP event. And from the time we reached by the gate, I watch my pause raising. I use Mr. Pause Raiser. Like when I'm speaking from the soul, it does always be like that. So it's like he stayed, the NTP guy, he stayed on top and he said, yo, let them in. I didn't know like he knew me, right? But he said let them in. And the security just moved aside and we just walked in. And then we was in the back there, and then somebody from my team, actually my friend, he was like, that girl here running things. He was say like you running things. So I say, can she the song let she play it, Because I came out here to on my own money, just to promote, just to have the song played certain places. If I could get a little chuck in somewhere, try to sing the song and so on, because I always believed in the song. So I realized I wasn't getting to perform, so I say, let me come to you and see if I could get at least played, I would have been contented with that. And when you did play it, I was very, very appreciative. It wasn't for long.
You were appreciative. You said thank you. And I was just like, I know that song. And I think I did say to you, I know that song.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reception was good though.
When I say, the reception was good, but I was alluding to say that, like it didn't play for long, but I was very appreciative. I was very appreciative that I get that play there, I get that airplay, I get a little crowd response, and I was okay with that. So I hold that memory too. So
Good.
yeah, we share the same memory in that regard. Yeah.
So that was the first time I would say Blessings played in an NTP event. I don't know if it was the first time in New York in general, but yeah.
No, I did get to perform in what was the event we performed in again? I got to go to that event. But I didn't perform there. I think the girl it does have a lot of water and paint and things. She's from Trinidad.
That's thinking that his voice.
Bumpers and paint.
Bumpers and Paint?
No, it is a girl from Grenada.
Oh,
IGG.
Oh, yeah.
IGG.
Yeah.
IGG.
Okay.
Yeah, IGG. I get to perform there.
Okay.
I think
okay.
I get to perform there, and I get to perform at Skinny event. Skinny Bantam.
AM. Oh, Skinny Bantam.
Yeah, Skinny Bantam.
Got
event.
you.
That's
Yeah.
skinny in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an event somewhere last year in a clubbish somewhere, and I got to perform there.
That's what's up. But yeah, definitely. I didn't forget you.
Yeah, yes.
I mean,
I will have memory too.
You know you have a hit song when people drunk and they just start to bawl because they're singing the lyrics. I see that with me on tour, The song playing and then somebody, I see. Yeah,
Man.
yeah, man.
So with your musical journey, before I even get too in depth, I have a colleague by the name of Kingston Live. He said for Police Report, what Bombsy was he really watching?
For
And
Police
that's
Report.
yeah.
So Police Report now, yeah, boy, that is as I say, it's composition. You know, it's like attacking the music from a different perspective. You know, like from the time I say hello, Mr. Officer, people, I is perk up one time. It's like, yo, where you going with the story? And you hear that, you know, it's about a girl who whine in a certain way and mashing up the police. You know, so it was just creativity. It wasn't like a woman in particular. I was just trying to be creative and not be typical. You know, and come from that perspective and still be entertaining, you know. So to have material,
Got you.
more so, you know, it just came from a creative space, from my
So
imagination.
there was nothing there. There was
Nah,
nothing.
but how you calling the police? If you're getting a sweet wine at the end, thinking about, you know, a whole police session there, but you know, just a form of difference. You know, I decided that, you know, I want to go with this, you know, to show my versatility, you know, and you know, I could actually create things other than just relationship music, you know.
Got you. So now we're gonna go into Blessings. So Blessings became such a defining moment for you. When you listen back now, what emotions or memories come to mind?
It's so many. It's the gift that keeps giving. You know, it's a gift that keeps giving. It's like surreal to me. I always know that I was made for greatness. And Blessing, just the word in itself was like manifestation. You know, I don't think it's a coincidence that I got you with a song named Blessing, you know, because everything from then on has been that, you know, and I really and truly appreciate every moment. You know, I sometimes I stop and tell my team that I don't feel like if I love to work so much, I don't feel like I just stop and bask in the moment, you know, and that is something I really had to try and do, but Blessing, it has definitely been that. So I really trying to take time to really, you know, to actually enjoy what it has brought to me, you know, because it has definitely been life changing, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. I think we all could attest to that.
Yeah.
So do you write songs mainly from personal experiences, like your own, or from friends, or like what inspires you?
Mostly personal experiences.
Okay.
I would say that, you know, and then I am somebody that absorbs a lot of what should I say, like inspiration. Like I could be watching a TV show and something could inspire me from there. Something somebody say in a movie, something, you know, I could be watching a music video, you know. I just somebody that's very observant of my society and like what is real life instances, and I try to draw inspiration from that.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily have to be mine, but most of it does be directly from me. But you know, or what I encounter. So it will still be, if you witness something, it might be your situation, but it still becomes a part of you because you witness that, you know, you experience it. That is an experience for you. Because if I experience it, I'm a man and a woman fighting, that is an experience. Oh, I never see that before. You understand? So it becomes your experience.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand? So,
I understand.
So speaking of inspiration, right? Sometimes a person that grows into a mechanic might have had a small little car that they was interested in, or a pilot might have enjoyed making, you know, paper planes as a child. From your beginnings, what inspired you to want to go into music?
I would say, well, I started listen a lot of hip hop before. I used to listen a lot of Eminem, Jay-Z, and them kind of thing. I was really into hip hop before, and then I think the first soca song that I really, really and truly fell in love with was when Shadow sing "Looking for Horn." When Shadow sing that song, it was like the story in it, you know. It was like how he came up with this story, like, you know, why you want to marry? You don't have no money. It was just so perfectly placed together. And that was my first acknowledgement as to composition, because I love creativity, right? And then when Blazer came from somebody that is in my neighborhood, it was like, yeah, like this is something I want to do, you know. So that is where it started. But I would say more the old soul, more the older music, like the Butterfly, and and dance like a mannequin and all these things and them. That was my childhood growing up in Trinidad. I used to go on the basketball court in Londonville and party, and my mother come in and she said, "Oh, let's just come from church, come there," you know. And we had to go home and so on. But I remember enjoying this music and them growing up and so on, you know. And as I grew older, I get to realize that I actually wanted to be a part of this culture. I actually wanted to sing music and whatnot, you know. And I started like cultivating what I do, you know, sharpening it, making sure that, you know, I place words together perfectly. And it's what I always try to do. Like, I'll put the words together, like make you know exactly what, be intentional, you know, with what I put in my music.
Hey, so I have to ask this question. Now everybody's been asking this question, and you've been bypassing this answer for the longest. And I think you already know what I'm going to ask you.
If blessing, if blessing is my personal experience,
yes.
So I would say that blessing is not one-dimensional. It's not one-dimensional. It speaks to a lot more than just a relationship. It could be anything that you would have lost, and you deem it a tragedy at the time. It has a deeper meaning than just a relationship or whatnot and things. So it means more to me than somewhat of a relationship. So I could say yes, it arrived from my own experience, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a relationship.
Okay.
But I know women that left me that could sing that song towards me.
That's a good one. That's a different one. I wasn't expecting that one. I was gonna say, because my next thing was, you know, was it a Trinidadian girl or was it a Spice girl? Like, who did it? But
yeah, we believe it.
So since your ultimate Soca champion win, have you changed anything about your approach, whether it be your creative process or even the business side of Soca?
Yeah, so I must say that the experience in Trinidad has taught me a lot more on the business side of what soca music entails and how serious you have to be about the business, especially in regards to maintaining. Yeah, I would say that I learn a lot more on the business side since the you know, the win. You know.
You want to drop some gems for the youngins?
Yeah, I would say your team don't have to be big, but everybody that is around you has to have an input, right? Everybody has to have their importance. You can't have freeloaders around you. Everybody must have an input in your growth, and it's people that you have to respect, not because you is the quote unquote talent. You know, I would assume that everybody around you should have some talent in some form that builds the brand together. So your talent is not much more important than the person that while it's observed that you use the talent here, but everything that's around is just as important to keep that going, you know. So you know, though dumb people because you think that you use the head or use the whatnot that thing, everybody move in one energy in respect, and I operate from that vein, you know, and I share everything. I don't try to withhold, you know. Not, I ain't saying you have to share all your personal business and whatnot thing, but in regards to the business itself, you have to be transparent with your team, you know, and make them feel as one with you. So that way everybody move in one unit and in one energy, and everybody understand what the mission is, you know. And so far that has given me the peace, you know, in the business that I've always longed for, you know. And I don't think I would ever end up on the drama side, you know. I wouldn't entertain it first and foremost. And I think that anything that comes my way is more so an issue on the other side than on my side. I don't say that we perfect or whatnot and thing, but I'm saying that we, from the energy that we operate from, we even more so open to dialogue and so on of any misunderstanding or misconception. So anybody that really truly does decide they want to hate or they want to have a negative energy towards, you know, what we have going on or whatever thing is more so on the next person than on us, because like, we willing to have a conversation, I willing to have a conversation and to iron out any misconceptions, you know. So that way we operate from. So the advice would be that, you know, operate from a place of respect to the people most closest there. So that energy now could be, first and foremost, reciprocated, and secondly, people could feel without even having to speak to you, they could know that this person operates from a good energy in a way. You understand?
You mentioned something before, early up in the interview, about being cautious, you know, and being hurt into a degree, whether it be, I would say, personal relationships or even business-wise, you know. You care to share a story? You don't have to give names or anything, but, you know, what was the learning moment from that experience? Because I would say that that's considered a challenge that probably helped you grow.
In regards to, well, I mean, I would say one of the most hurtful things I feel I've had to experience in this business, I would keep it business-wise, is people that, you know, I think that we actually was on the same mission. I would say more so artists, you know, I think we're on the same mission. I think we have the same struggle because, as I told you, I just had in Grenada as well in regards to recognition. I always feel like I was underrated and so on. And, you know, people I feel we share the same struggle and whatnot thing, felt it in their heart that, you know, the fact that I operate from where I operate from, it was cool to disrespect me, you know, and then publicly at that, you know, and that was one of the most hurtful things that I get to realize that you're going on. Not because, you know, somebody smile and somebody really or they share the same struggle means they both all have the same intent, or they both all the love is mutual,
Genuine,
you know. So that was a learning thing, to keep my circle tighter and to seek genuine energy from people, and that it was hurtful at that time, and it brought a realization to me that you care, although you had to be nice with everybody, you had to be cautious of who you let in, you know. So that is in regards to being cautious. That is where that came from an artist just like me, who I think we share the same struggle. And the fact that, you know, I get public disrespect like that, it really made me wise up in regards to, you know, who I open up to or who I let into my circle and so on. So,
you know, I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't really don't know who it is.
It was hurtful.
You know,
it was hurtful.
And I think that would change.
And somebody I really am genuinely, and they actually doing good now, and I'm happy to see that, because that is where I operate from, you know. But
would you work back with that person or never again?
Or unless that apology comes to my way, because it was a genuine mishap on their end. I don't say I'm perfect, but it was a genuine like disrespect to me, like in front of people and what that thing, and I hold that to heart, and make me tread carefully after that, you know. And you know, I sure a lot of artists experience that with you know, we co-workers, you know. So that is one of the things that, in regards to your question, being cautious, that is one of the experience.
At any given point, did you feel the people of Grenada were not supportive of you?
Yeah, as I said, I am. If you ask anybody, like if you pop up post right now, all your favorite artists in Grenada, you're gonna hear 10 names, 50 names before you hear Blaka. You understand? And that is the honest truth. You know, they have a lot of people over me. You know, and but I do have a core audience. I have people that are actually and truly genuine fans of Blaka, and I honestly prefer have a few genuine than, you know, a whole long list of bandwagonists. You know, people that just like you when you're up, because I could tell you the congratulations was, I seen bacchanal beating and things from people that I know that definitely don't support me, you know, and you know, the fighting with Trinidadians and all kind of madness, and you know, it's like big bacchanal, and it's like, well, I know you, he's not your favorite artist, but just for the sake of the bacchanal away. You know, so I seen and I watching that, and I honestly seen, you know, like the occurrence of that. But I would say that for the people that do support me, truly do, because I have people that message me. I have a song out named God Never Fail, and while most of the support for the song is in Trinidad right now, most of the, like, it's literally on TikTok over 100 going reels, people making TikToks out of the song. And there's people that message me and tell me that this song helps them through cancer treatment, helps them through a family issue, helps them through, like, they listen to the song every morning. So I realize I have a fan base that listens to what I have to give, you know, and I ain't going to be everybody's everybody, and that's something I understand. You know, where soca music is right now is a faster consumption to where it was long time. You know, the quicker I can give somebody something to enjoy, the faster they grow a bigger fan base, and that's something I understand. So I don't really want to come down on nobody and say that Grenada don't support me. I just believe the style of music that I do is harder to consume, and it's more for people that has likewise I would think mind like me to really have this thinking way to want to consume something of, I don't want to come down on nobody music, but I would say substance, you know, like something that has depth to it, something that took time to write, something that, you know, took time to build, and a lot of thought process went into. You know, it seems to get less attention than the. And if you know Grenada, you know anybody could just leave from anywhere, sing a song and get you.
No comment.
And that would be the biggest song in the whole entire world. And you take your time, you write down a thing, and man tell you that I will never say that here. Man tell you that shippiness.
Yeah, you understand? Say that.
Yeah. Man tell you that, you know, that you're not singing nothing good there, that is shippiness, you know. So I don't want to just come down and just say that I don't feel the support. I just believe based on the style of music that I do, it's harder to consume based on Grenada's culture, you know. Them is not groovy first, it's a job nation, you know. So I just stick to what I do, you know, and whoever consumes it, I literally, like Police Report, speaking of Police Report, it's not one of the most played songs in Grenada, you know, plays now and then and so on, but it's number 4, it was number 4 trending for the longest while in Sweden. You know, in Sweden. So that is
the second time Sweden come up in an argument. I think I might have to take a trip to Sweden.
Yeah. Sweden loves Police Report. You know, and
they said Rhodey used one of your songs in his skits. Actually,
yeah, that is Trinidad. That is, we're talking about Grenada.
Yeah. Oh shucks, he shut that
down. yeah. So in Grenada, you know, So I would say that the style of music I do is it's for a particular set of people that likes this style of music, you know. And in Grenada, I wouldn't say that is everybody's favorite. You know, they have their list of favorites. They have their style, they have their culture, which I happen to be on the outside doing my own thing, you know. So, that I would say. I won't go come down on them and say they don't support me. I would say my style is kind of harder to consume.
Got you. So the next question that everyone's asking is, do you feel it's a bit sticky or challenging to top Blessings?
So, as I said, from the energy that I operate from, I just more concerned about good music, more so than creating a hit, because I would say that arguably most of my songs is hits. I would argue that, but it's what the people decided grabbing onto, right? So you have to not put pressure on yourself and more concentrate on doing a good song. If you come up with a storyline, write that storyline to perfection. And I don't want to say pray for the best, but work towards the best out of that product. What you see, why you created that, you have to see the end result of what you created. So I am putting pressure on myself to top a Blessing or to even go in the same vein or write a song like it. You know, people will tend to say, yo, I hope you're. It's like, I want to be at peace with me, and I don't want to compromise my creativity for the sake of trying to top a song that I already did. You know, it's good to acknowledge a song that you have at the top and let it be that. You know,
because that song made you one of the most popular Grenadian artists. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of bookings, tourism, you know, tours and all that stuff. So it's something to recognize.
So that's saying, you have a song. There's a lot of people that is artists that never had a song as a hit as that, right? So you have to let that be that, and you trying to go over that is more put pressure on yourself. You're more concentrate on good music, like that is first and foremost, because that is what I think Blessing is a good song. It's properly written, the music behind it is excellent, you know, the intention was captivated with everything and people is able to relate it. So the strong points would be, okay, it have a storyline, which is my signature. I would say I always do music with storylines. It has a good melody, it has a good beat, you know, it's relatable, therefore it's a good song, you know. and it so happened that so much people relate it and whatnot and think it's send it up to a hit. So first and foremost, what I did was create a good song. I don't think I created a hit. These people that has to make it that, you know. So that is first on my mission. So it's not creating something bigger than blessing. It's creating good music.
I can't get vexed for that one. That's a good one. The next question is this. Since your success, how do you balance being a husband and a father?
Well, I think that I balance it pretty well. I think that I make it clear across the board when it's work time, you know, and when it's time to press and when it's time family time, you know, and, you know, navigate everything properly. You know, I love my kids, you know, and I really, honestly, like, everything I do is for them, right? And very prideful on legacy, you know, and having this thing that even my generation after me could hold on to, you know, like leaving such an impact in the world. So the navigation, I think, hasn't been the smoothest. I'll be honest in that regard.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it hasn't been the smoothest.
Okay.
But it has been something that I was able to balance in regards to having common understanding and knowing what the mission is and what I have to achieve, you know, what I have to be. And also making sacrifices in regards to time, you know, because in creating, not everybody would understand that you need that time to create and so on and thing, but you have to create that environment that, you know, make it easy for somebody to understand what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve.
Correct.
You know?
That's how it works. So after you won the Monarch in Trinity, you went back to Grenada and gave a beautiful speech, I must say, right? And your life changing from not going back to Trini after you met your father and all that stuff. How do you see your identity shaping since you gave that sound message from since then? Yeah,
so let me address this since this is an interview. A lot of people took offense to that, you know. Not a lot of people.
Why?
Not a lot of people.
Why?
Not a lot of people. I would say a few people because I get like, I would say 98% love, you know. And like a 2% would, you know, would the, like, there was a piece of the clip that went viral. So like a lot of, like, some Trinidadians would say that I was ungrateful to Trinidad because I say like I left Trinidad and like Trinidad is a bad place and so on and thing, which I never said.
Never
you know,
said
and
that.
if they listen to the entire speech, they would hear that, you know, at the end of the speech I say I'm so grateful to Trinidad because they accepted me and they propelled me to the world, and I owe it to them just as much as I owe it to Grenada as to where I am at today, you know. And the opportunities was presented and I worked diligently towards it and I achieved, you know, the where I'm at now, right? So so with the speech, so I say let me just clear it up, you know, to anybody that probably even watching now, that, you know, I'm entirely grateful to my family, you know, in the entire Caribbean atmosphere, to my family in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, my mom is still in Trinidad and Tobago, you know, that is where I grew. My sisters, my brothers is in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. I is the only one that left and went to Grenada and, you know, got a different path. And me speaking in regards to how influences, you know, shaped me and mold me, you know, is not meant to insult to anybody. It's just me speaking my own experience, you know, and it's all love, you know. And I want that 98% that is all love and the next 2% to come across, because trust me and believe, you have a different I understand how a clip could give somebody a perception of someone, but unless you personally know me, you personally have a conversation, you know, don't try to drive a narrative in regards to, you know.
Well, first of all, I didn't know there was a clip that went viral and went left. I watched the whole interview.
And you saw
I saw the emotion that came with it. You know, you said you came to Grenada and it filled that void because you got to know who your father was and you got to know your side of who you are. Yeah. And you, in the end, you bridge both gaps. You said you explained what Trinidad gave to you and what Grenada gave to you that made you
the
who
whole
you
clip
are.
did go viral. So it's just a little piece where I say that Grenada saved my life because as I explained earlier, I was going on a real kind of stupid part, and that is on me. That is my experience that, you know, I started not studying music and studying stupidness. And when I went to Grenada, the change in environment saved me. And because Grenada is a slower place, Grenada is just like a different culture altogether, you know? So it literally saved my life. I would want to believe, because I know people that I grew up with that dead.
Blazer dad, like you
Yes,
just, you know what I'm
I know
saying?
people
And
I
you
grew up
looked
with
up to
that
him.
die right now,
So
you know? So it really
it's
changed
your
my life.
story. Nobody could knock your story.
Yeah,
So
people
thank you
vex
for
about
clearing
it.
that
People
up.
honestly vex and they say I'm grateful to Trinidad, and we
Nobody
letting
could clear
in these
that.
outsiders and all kind of madness, you know. But I operate from a place I love, and I still does reach out in regards to, you know, you know, say, oh, let me have a conversation now, because I realize you have a misconception about me, boy. You understand? And, you know, yeah. Well, everybody has vexed me to tell me not to answer people and so on. Don't answer nobody, because they let people think what they want and, you know, thing. But I just don't want nobody, you know, because I feel like if somebody taking the time to dislike somebody, I feel like that takes energy, and I feel like I'll do somebody a favor for them letting that go, and just because you don't personally know me, so don't hold on to that, because that could harm you. You understand?
No, I understand. You want to say anything? Go ahead, come over. Come over.
So, one of the things I want to do is congratulate you on your journey, because you have been putting out good music for a while. Not blessings, people are finding out about you, but we have Holy We Jamming, we have $3 Bread, we have, you know, Loyal Side Man, right?
Last one.
Right? Last, I feel I go on again,
Yeah,
right? And that journey has culminated into blessings. What I want to know from you is what inside you clicked that you had that ultimate belief in yourself that blessings was going to be a hit. Because while the song came out a little bit late in Grenada, it didn't take off.
It came out early.
People started playing it late.
Yeah.
And because I remember right around Carnival, the song said, and I guess it probably was when you started performing it at the...
I never get to perform this song in Grenada.
You didn't?
Never.
Not even in like prelims or anything like that?
Nah. Preliminaries.
Right.
Preliminaries, but
Because
like shows and events and things.
Right. So preliminaries, I
Yeah.
remember seeing it, and it's like, yo, this song is a great song.
Yeah.
I watched your final performance too. But I remember you coming here without any bookings or anything, with the ultimate belief that this song is gonna do what I'm gonna make it do. What clicked inside you and gave you that belief?
So something what you didn't even recognize is the year before that I did the same exact thing, and I didn't get through. You understand? The only thing I didn't do though was I didn't go to Trinidad. But this year I just decided I'm going to Trinidad. So the year before that I had a song named Seeing Chubble.
Right.
It was me speaking to in regards, if you had a song that is a bad tune too, it me speaking to was a girl that
was the
hurt
one
me.
you did in the river? Where he was in the river? The video?
Nah. That was wicked. That was wicked. But Seeing Chubble was speaking towards a girl that, you know, hurt me. She moved on to a man. Same way, same kind of story. She moved on to a man, and now the man making she see trouble, and I'm glad. you know. So it was that same thing. So the year before that, I actually came out here and we did a whole run. You know, and I didn't go to Miami. I just came up here. You know. And then the next year, I did Blessing. And I'd made the same run. But this time, I just, you know, I saved a lot more money, invested in myself, came here. After when I realized it don't work like how I would have liked to have gone to Miami, it will still work like how I think I money again. And I go to Trinidad.
I don't think it was not working. I think everything was coming together. I think what you got in Trinidad was the sum of all those little trips that you made.
Yeah. No, because I was actually getting into events without being known. Like they would just see me. I would say, I is Blaka and just letting me in and thing. I say it's like was conditioning. Yeah. You know, and people like the networking started then, because I would say that International Steven was in Miami. He really took me around. He honestly took me around, and he heard this song in New York for Blessing, Face, Back to Basics. Like this is people that believed in the song, so they'll play it every now and then. It was not a big song or one other thing, but I really thought I'd get you in Miami, because everybody's saying, everybody's saying, when we reach Miami, what I go girl?
Yeah.
When we go down there, all I hear is, I hope you find someone. I say, God, I say, tough. You know, I started to enjoy it and all. I say, boy, you know, I out here thing, but it was definitely a platform, you know, to set the foundation to where I'm at.
And the other thing that I also give you credit for is that sometimes artists are looked down on when they show up to events to do what you did, which is called networking. But sometimes I see artists on social media crying down that work as saying you're beggy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, why you showing up? You ain't booked for the event, why you here?
Yeah.
But the way you were able to take that energy and manifest it into a good outcome.
Yeah.
What lessons do you think it has for like the other people who are seeing that? And it doesn't have to be they have to book their flight to New York, but just on the ground in Grenada. Maybe, hey, go in St. David's, talk to the people in St. You know, go to Sates.
You definitely have to be around. You have to do the groundwork, and you have to have a plan. You have to know what the intention. You have to be intentional in when you're writing. Intentional in how you're marketing the song, and intentional in why you're leaving your home right now. You understand? I live in my home right now to go and see if I could get a little play on the song. I live in my home right now to see if I can meet artists backstage. You don't necessarily mean you have to go and push up artists,
right?
On artists and things. But when men see you around, you're going to become somebody, you know. You're going to become what you're manifesting. So you have to, first and foremost, you have to be intentional, and you have to speak it. You have to say, this is what I'm going to do, this is what thing, and eventually it comes to a reality, because nothing I'm experiencing right now catch me as a surprise, because somebody manifesting for a long time, and I just know I am great. You understand? I know I'm very good. I know that anytime I get you, that is it, you know, and I just has been intentional in exactly what I do now, and every release, what, you know, and I don't just subject it to my own thoughts, you know. I have people around me that could give my advice as well, and, you know, I ain't stuck up or feel full of myself enough to take advice, you know,
right,
from a team member or somebody even on the outside, you know. You have to know when people being malicious, and when somebody have a good intention for you, and when somebody actually honestly have your growth at heart, you know, when they really want to see you, you know, build and
so I wanna tell you thank you for that display of confidence into something that you did and you believed in, because sometimes I have the imposter syndrome, right, where you think you're not good enough, and the lesson that I learned from you, from taking a song that you believed in and making it into what you wanted to make it into, I have to say that instilled a type of confidence in me to know that some of the things that I'm doing, all I have to do is just stay focused on it.
Brother boy, I go and tell you, one of the hardest things to do is to stay on course, you know. Everything gonna be thrown at you when you're trying to build something, and everybody that is a creative or heading towards something, either say have a low self-esteem. Like even I can't lie to you and tell you that I doesn't, before I put out a song, I doesn't afraid. When I put out blessings, I shaking so. I watching Facebook right through to see if people like it. I say, oh, people don't like that, boy. You understand? Because you remember you're putting something out in the world, right? But then the thought of intention comes. So that is why I have to have an intention prior, you know? I had to say, okay, they don't get it now, but I will make sure that they do, right? You had to find ways to creatively put it to them all the time. And I always say to everybody, you'll never see me come in and say, DJs are playing my music. I don't feel as though it's up to any DJ it's their responsibility to play my song. It's up to me to make them want to play it, right? And I have a free social media platform, whereas I have to market this thing to make it appealing, right? It is mine. This is not a DJ own. You understand? You have to make this person want to like it, and if they don't like it, you're going to be intentional in who you're marketing this for. As I said, like in regards to I'll refer again to God Never Fail, in regards to intention. The song is not a song that's well played, but every time I post this song, it gets over 1,000 likes. Every single time I post it, it gets over 1,000 likes, and people come under the comments and say how much this song means to them, right? And it's not a song that's really played, so that means I doing the job of a DJ there. I play the song.
You're taking your job, bro.
Yes, I play the song. So you have to hold the responsibility of your success on you. You have to talk to God first and foremost, put him in front of you. You know, have people around you that have the same intention for you. You understand? Or helping one another at the same time because you're looking out for them at the same time. Whatever they have going on, you're trying to pour into that as well. Right? You're trying to tell them you're going on. You have to do that too, you know. You have to build your thing, do your thing, free up. So when it comes together, it meshes together and it makes one. Everybody succeeding, everybody excelling at the same time, you know. So the team you have around here, and I ain't going to tell you that the low self-confidence doesn't sneak in there and give you thoughts and tell you you care on your thing.
Yep.
But when you're intentional, bro, nothing could come between you and that.
All right, so as a fellow St. John's man, I have one more congratulations for you. I want to big you up on the Youth in Groovy, I think is what you started.
And this year I had the first ever Groovy concert,
yes.
I think in the world, but in Grenada, Groovy White. It was a fully groovy event. No soca is allowed to play that night.
No power?
No power soca. No power soca is allowed to play that night. I had Tasia, I had Kutin from Trinidad. I also had College Boy Jesse, and I had Ding Dong. And I had most of the groovy acts from Grenada. Probably my stage is probably the only stage that was seen for the season because, you know, done this heavily, and it was phenomenal. People was dancing in the rain to groovy music because people feel if groovy music is just come and groovy music will get you hype too, and you can have your pumping and whatnot and thing. So it was Groovy White. So next year, July 18th, I start the season, and it's the orange edition. So it's Groovy White, but you could wear fully orange, or you could wear white and orange, or you could wear white alone. It's Groovy White, right? So the display gonna be thing, and like I got one of the biggest from one of the biggest comments, like a whole long review on the event from one of the most prominent businesses, you know, in Grenada, the guy that owned Netherlands Insurance, Mr. Sean, and he said he came to this event. And mind you, I don't really want to put him on the spot, but we went to his company for a sponsor for the event, and we didn't get it. And he's the person that gave the I know easy for me next year.
Get through.
It's easy for me next year. I'm gonna tell him I watch ready again.
Yeah, so,
you know, but it was a gorgeous event, and you know, so other than the Youth in Groovy, I also doing this fully groovy event, Groovy White, because I think that, you know, groovy have its place as well. You know, while Grenada is a job culture here, the amount of people that came to this event and enjoyed it, whatnot, we can have a place for them as well. You know, not everybody have the same preference.
Well, my brother, this is it for me. Congratulations again on all your successes. Keep the stuff coming, and we'll be here to keep pushing it. So congrats.
Much appreciated, man.
Well, while you walk over, Daz, I'm gonna ask this one question and I'm gonna pass it to you, okay? So what is your proudest moment, not as Blaka Dan, but as Renroy?
As Renroy, my proudest moment. Wow, that's a very good question, boy. What is Renroy proudest moment, boy? I feel when I get my visa. When I get my visa, I feel it was a proud moment for me, because the first time I went, I get denied. First time I went, I get denied. That was after saying Holy with Jamming. I got denied, but then after I wait a couple of years, and when I go back, the way I was jump up outside the embassy, I feel I was a proud moment as well, right? Yeah, I feel I was like, you know, there's no other feeling. I'm like, oh, I go in America, boy. You know, that was a lot of years ago, but as you know, I wasn't coming here as an artist then, you know, I was just coming to see America and so on. So, and it took a lot of work, like in regards to the preparation, you know, and yeah, I feel probably that. I feel it's that.
Can't get back
as
to that.
Right, because you know, it wasn't being an artist then. You
it
know?
was just you.
So yeah.
I do want to say thank you, because that point that you just made when Kareem asked you the question about, you know, it's not a DJ song, it's your song. I think that's a very underrated statement.
Yeah,
we get a lot of flack for not playing a song, but
I know your work, bro.
No, partially it is.
Nah, but you see, it's not your work when an artist put it to you that is your work. It's not. It becomes not your work, because once an artist put that to you, the people have to put that to you.
Correct.
You understand? There's not the artist. The artist can't put that to you.
Correct.
The people have to say, why you don't playing that song? Why you don't playing that song? Like that? So then you don't do the job of the people.
Correct.
You don't playing songs for the artist.
Correct. The biggest misconception is that we have the job to play the artist's music.
Nah.
That's the biggest misconception. We
It's
have the
true,
job
yeah.
to please
And
the
people
crowd.
got vexed.
The
People,
crowd, the
yeah,
people.
people got
And
vexed.
as much as I might personally like a song from Cameraman Cannon, if nobody knows it, they go watch me and say, but what this man doing?
Yeah.
You understand? So it is a big misconception. So thank you for bringing that to the public light.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
There's a lot of artists out there that has a lot of talent and a lot of
And there's play the blame game, and I just watch on that. I carry that because I know what it takes to market a song and how hard. Yeah, among times sometimes the budget listen, we just put together a budget for the video that we shoot last night. I didn't even want to tell you the budget.
Oh.
You understand? And it's just investing in yourself and believing. We spending money in thin air, you know. We don't see any money. we don't see where you go, but we spend it into our belief.
Yep.
Right? So you have to have that mindset. You have to be able to say, I create this. I'm willing to invest in it. You understand? You know, like I'm willing to put this amount of marketing behind it. I'm willing to get up every morning and do a reel with this. You know? How I go in and sell it? Don't go on their Facebook, them DJ them don't playing my song and only playing 5 songs and thing and whatnot thing. All you do is bring a negative energy to yourself and what you have going on. If you're operating from a place of you know what your worth and you have your thing, you don't go and blame nobody for your failure. You understand? Because your success solely depends on you. You understand? So
I have a comment here in the audience. BDJ Pete says, not only that, but artists turn up at shows, no memory stick, and assume that the DJ has all of their music. I've seen that happen firsthand where the artist had a whole heart
I'm going to
attack.
watch this. I'm going to watch this. If he send you, he thing on email and you don't download it and whatnot.
Of course, yeah.
You don't know what's going on in this DJ life.
This is true.
You understand? You don't know what it's not his responsibility. He had to want to go through email and say, wait, I wonder if I had a song by. You understand? So sometimes you might watch a name here, I think, and you just bypass that, and you can't blame him because is this song sold to him? Because he's a consumer. He's a consumer that's selling that thing. If nobody don't want to buy this, I can have it in my store, picking up space. Nobody ain't going to buy. Go and pick up a shelf space where I could put something that somebody might want. You know, so not everybody want to look at it from that point of view.
We ran over. I don't know if you realize it. We ran over our time.
Jano.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to ask this one question before I ask the basics. So the question I want to ask is, what role do you think you play in carrying not only groovy, but also the jab sounds forward for the next generation?
Yeah, so as you know, I share 2 cultures, Grenada and Trinidad. You know, I definitely more concerned about soca music on a whole, like more so than just one in particular or to say what other thing. I have done job music already. I don't think it's my thing. You know, I think that I pander to a different class of people, a different demographic. You know, and I'm honestly okay with that. And I want to work in my vein. I want to do what I do because it have people that do what they do. And, you know, I like sometimes when I feel like I branch over to do something else in the sake of versatility, I feel like sometimes I compromise myself and what I am made to do. What
You're born to do,
yeah, you know, because like Kess is just the sweet groovy man, boy. Kess is just sweet
It's
music
true.
man.
It's true.
And you can't take him out of that, right?
Nah.
Marshall is energy, Marshall is thing. That is Marshall, that is his signature, you know. Blaka can be blacker than my, you know. So I just want to be what I do. I want to continue doing what I do. As a groove music man, I ain't saying I ain't dabbling a like a piece here and there, you know, but it has to be along the line of storytelling and so on, you know, because.
So how important is that to you to carry it to the next generation?
So yeah, that as I explained earlier, I hold legacy to my core, you know. My quote has always been legendary, purpose. You know, like purpose, legendary, and greatness. So I have that quote on my feet. If you ever watch my WhatsApp, you'll see greatness, legendary, purpose, because that is important to my legacy to stamp that style of music that I do, that nice, meaty, you know. What When we're starting coming, you're going to hear thing, you know, but I always like to have that substance, you know, and it's very important to me to carry that culture and to get soca to where I think it has to be, because I feel like soca music is very underrated on a world stage. I feel like it's the most happiest music ever made, you know. It's the only music I think that you can listen to and not feel to fight with anybody. You know, man is more getting to fight and thing when they drink up the thing and they can't think straight. But other than that, the music itself just give you energy to want to whine, want to have a good time. It could send you into a place of relaxation. You can listen it on the job. It has different style of soca for different times, you know. So we are yet to be recognized on the world stage as a genre on like Apple Music, all these things and them. And that is one of my missions. I always say that I want to be one of the pillars to help get soca music to where it needs to be recognized worldwide, you know.
Are you open to working with upcoming artists, or at this point you're more focused on getting yourself further out there before you could uplift?
Yeah, so I as you know, I have the youth in groovy thing that I involve the youths in, you know, and in my past I have definitely worked with a lot of young artists, you know, in regards to you know, their songs and what other thing, or I would write a song and have them sing the chorus or sing lines and what other thing. As it stands now, I'm more concerned about creating a platform for them to enhance what they have going on. I open, therefore, if something is worth my while, or I should say something is down my alley, and it really speaks to me, I have no problem. I work with young artists all the time, you know. I actually have a reputation for that in Grenada. Like, it don't matter who I is or how big I seem to get, I would take the time to listen to a young artist song and give them advice on what other thing. If they don't want me on it, you know, be honest in regards to the review of it, or if I would get on it and so on, because I've done it in the past. Where I'm at right now, right at this point, I'm more concerned about, you know, building what I have going on, you know. But at the same time, still creating a platform with my concerts, my shows and things to bring on the younger ones that may not have a chance to sing in another event, you know. So I definitely create a platform, especially for the groovy acts in Grenada. They hardly have stages that they could showcase their talent, you know. So that is one of my missions, to create a platform where they could come and they could see the greatness in groovy artists in Grenada, you know. And it's something I want to bring around the world same way.
Because that was going to be the next question.
Yeah, down to Trinidad, I want another thing, Groovy White, you know. Because I definitely have gotten support from the Trinidadian artists along with the Grenadian artists, you know. They have definitely came, and when I tell them the idea I want another thing, they was like, yo, Blaka, we coming, you know. I already have my artists for next year already. I could get all that like a piece of like a thing, and what. All I will say is, I'm far for finish. Yes, mad.
I want you to invite some Vincentian artists too, not the usual names, the ones that are big in Raga, like Dimes from DXDP. They're very good.
Okay, well that's a consideration.
Hands. I want you to bring Hands in too.
That's a consideration.
And Bongo Prime. So I'm just putting those names out there.
Yeah. That's something we could look into.
Okay.
At all.
But Skinny Fabulous was also in my show.
No. Aside from Skinny, everybody knows Skinny. I'm trying to give other people a shot. I love you, Skinny. I'm not knocking you at all. I'm just saying I want to see the other guys get a little shine, and they're up your alley. Like Dimes, who just I don't know. I didn't get a chance. I wanted to introduce you to. I don't know if you're familiar.
So the guy
with
that just left his artist.
Yes. DXDP. Look, he's from Dimes and the Pixel.
Okay.
He's a songwriter. Raga Soca is our thing in St. Vincent. Raga Groovy. Okay. Perfect guy there.
Yeah, because we definitely need the variations, right? Not necessarily everybody coming and groove. So you could get like a hard thing in the thing, but just no power soca. So
no. Yeah, and that's up their alley too. They came second in our Raga Soca competition. Okay, nice. So perfect. So I really wanted to connect you guys, but that didn't happen.
I'll look into it.
Yes, please. We can talk after. What I was gonna say, do you have any other upcoming shows that you want to mention?
Well, is Miami from here? You know, I leave tomorrow. In fact, you know, and is Miami after that. We have quite a bit of events in Miami. You know, looking forward to great performances. We have new music about to drop. You know, And, we're excited about that because, we definitely work hard towards it and looking for the consumption to be a great one, and support from the family here, same way,
Of course.
Good vibes.
And then, so the last question is social media handles that you want people to share and follow.
All right, so you could follow Blaka on all social media platforms. Blaka is without a C. There's no C in Blaka. It's BLAKADAN. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Blaka. What is the new one that Zach Mark created? Threads and all.
Threads.
Blaka without a C, You could also follow my DJ Watty. That's WATTY, DJ Watty.
Which one is DJ Watty?
DJ Watty is the bad boy in the corner there.
He looked around like...
You could also follow my camera personnel.
Because I was going to ask, who's this gentleman here now?
Yes,
Okay.
that's my camera personnel.
You came with a team.
Yeah, man. We out here, it's one unit all the time.
Of course.
That's Karim Creative. CG. What's his name? CG Creative. He's very, very, very good. He actually gets ladies with the camera.
Yeah. Watch his face.
You get the ladies with the camera, man. So, it's good vibes.
Well, I just followed all three of you simultaneously.
I'm gonna try it. He said he just followed you all three.
Simultaneously.
Wow, that's great, man.
Yeah.
So if you want to get through to Blaka, contact Gaza G on Instagram. Can't remember she number right now, but if you type Gaza G, she comes up instantly.
So that's your manager?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and
Giselle from Trinidad?
From Trinidad.
I know Giselle.
Yeah, and I also have another one, Claire from Grenada. So they work together.
That. That's nice.
To manage artists and steer me in the right direction.
I like that. So you have a strong team.
You hear me talking in third person. Yeah.
Is there anybody you want to shout out before you head out?
Yes, I wanna shout out everybody that looking right now. Shout out to my family. Shout out to the people that actually genuinely supports me. Even if you don't, I hope some way in the future I'll be able to get you on board. The mission is soca music first. We're trying to really get this culture to the world and make them. If we could have the whole world under soca, we wouldn't have all these wars and things going on in the world right now because it couldn't be good vibes, energy, and sweet soca music. I'm telling you, imagine Trump winding on that sweet soca.
Oh Lord, no.
Don't that T-boy. I'm telling you, the hair gonna be orange and green because it's beer paint, beer oil, it's java, is all the cultures, in one. So thank you for the support, for all the people supporting me. The love is definitely tremendous, and anybody that have a goal in life and trying to achieve anything, you could do it. All you have to do is put God first, believe in yourself, and manifest. And if you get time, fast, really your body have excess food all the time. Don't live to eat to live,
I like that.
And give your body time to process the food that it have in it. And while you're fasting, speak manifestations over your life. And speak positive over your life and speak positive over people, because sometimes you don't know that you're blessed with a tongue. God bless you and give that tongue to bless people, and all you're doing is cursing people with it. So be careful what you say, especially towards other people, and speak life over yourself and over your loved ones. Enough love and energy.
When is your birthday? You don't have to give the year, but when is your birthday?
I am Aries.
You lie.
Yeah.
You do not give an Aries kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Aries people are usually aggressive people ready to bite your head off.
I tell you, I say get trouble into that girl.
Wow. So you're March Aries or April?
April.
Ooh, even worse.
Yeah.
What do you have against April people?
Yo, come on, Brent. Hello. Yeah. Wow, amazing. So usually we flip it around and we ask the artists that we're interviewing to ask us a question. If you want to, you can. If not, we can bypass and close it off for tonight.
To ask all that question?
Yeah, you can ask us a question.
All right. Are you doing Spice Mass next year?
My goal, yes. My goal, yes.
You're doing Trinity Carnival next year?
No.
You're doing Trinity Carnival? Trust me, I don't want to miss that. It's gonna be. And
maybe
we have
2028.
We have a short season in Trinidad.
But it's expensive. I heard you have to have house, land, and everything under the sun.
Nah, man. That is a perception. That is the same thing I was just talking about. Don't let perception. It's enjoyable.
For me, it is hot because I want to go. I'm tired, sit down and watch it in the backyard. And
you have to do it.
But the thing is that I actually have a 9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
So
9 to
time is
5, the way how the
limited.
carnivals are, I use up all of my time off by the time Grenada hit.
Oh.
So I wouldn't be able to go next year.
Chan, oh boy.
But year after, I have opportunity because I'm able after. But year after, I get extra time, so I should be able to do it year after. It just won't be.
Yeah,
next
this
year.
man planning 2 years in advance, boy.
You have
right.
to. You have to.
Yeah.
Planning.
Yeah,
because I mean, being in Vinci, I understand that Grenada is his own country. It's his own vibe.
Yeah, man. Different
But-
thing.
In majority of my time and in my life, Grenada and Vinci kind of interact very closely. So if,
The Bacchanal just start. I don't know why the Bacchanal start because we's like one people.
One big family, yeah.
one people.
I
Even
agree
in
with you.
Trinidad and Grenada, most of Trinidadians have Grenadian lineage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like grandparents and so on. Most people in Grenada will tell you most of the families in Trinidad same way. So it's
And
like
vice
one
versa.
big family now, boy. It's like remember the boat come down and just drop we off on different islands. You know?
Correct. Correct.
All are we from one place, boy,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So it's like, yeah, man. Yeah.
Again, I want to say thank you so much for taking this time out.
Thank
I
you
was
for having
very
me.
upset when you rejected me.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
telling
ready
my
to
lip did
kill
burst
your
up, girl.
ass.
Every single time I come in the States, I just get a brand new lip. My lip just have to mash up
Oh,
before
wow.
it come back new.
No, but I noticed that. I think it's the change of weather, especially when it's spring from summer into fall.
My
a lot
lip-
of people from the Caribbean, they can't manage.
My lip
Yeah.
just break up, bro, and
Wow.
mash up every single time I come here. I just look like a cocaine, like a cocaine. It just get white. Don't matter if I paint it, it's like a paint thing on a concrete something, you know. So,
Wow.
So I really couldn't come and do the interview then. Look how much cameras they have here. Good quality of that.
Zoom in.
You understand?
So I just want to say thank you again. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you didn't
I
feel it
actually
was an
did.
interview.
No, it felt like a conversation.
Good. That's what it was supposed to feel like.
Yeah, man. It was
So
definitely good.
remember, you can come back here next time around.
Yes, man. Yes,
Love
man.
and appreciate you.
Good vibes and energy. Thank you for
course.
having me. Thank you for everybody.
man, give thanks, man.
Enough love.
Enough love.
Man.
So thank you to everybody who kept it locked. My name is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. You are watching Watch Chubble on GMGT. Thursday is my birthday, so I might come back in on the morning show. Right? I'll let you guys know. Shout out to DJ Dazzle for keeping it locked and Voice of God. Don't forget to check DJ Dazzle on Friday, 9 to 11.
9 to 11, anything goes with Rhythm Cast music right here in this very lovely studio.
Correct is right. So we want to say thank you, and we're tuning out. Love you guys. Bye.
Bambadam, boy. Bambadam, eh. Bambadam, oh Lord. Hot me was done a toothache. Cannot describe the pain. No, it cannot be heartbreak. I do not have heart again. Cannot say you was perfect, but at least you was mine. When I thought you was worth it, turned out to be a lie. Yeah, why? You left the grass got green and thought it more green on the other side. And when you reach, you get deceived and you see that the grass was dry. He hurt you once, he hurt you twice, and he only making you cry. And I cannot lie, I'm feeling some type of joy. I'm glad you see in trouble. Yeah, I'm glad you see in trouble. Yeah, after all the things you put me through, I'm hoping that it double. Lord, I hear you catching your ass. I hear you catching your ass. While I play my mask, you're catching your ass.